This is Retro Mag. How you doing? Welcome to my show. Today we are looking at the Micro Arcade machine of Burgertime, which was actually on the request of Party420. Left me a note in my previous episode, so thank you for that. All notes welcome. Any requests for anything you want to play, if you like my show, please click like, and you can also subscribe if you haven't done already. There's going to be lots of content over the coming weeks on anything gaming, retro or otherwise. As I say, today we are looking at the Micro Arcade from My Arcade. Let's take a look. So let's look at the My Arcade then. So this is a miniature replica of the original 1983 Data East arcade cabinet. So as you can see, very accurate. You've got your controls here, which also it comes with a stick, so you can choose either. So screws in like that. You can choose either to operate via a stick or just on the D-pad itself. You've got your buttons for your weapons, your usual start and select, and at the bottom here your coin slot is your on-off button, and then on the back you've got your micro SD power. There's no rechargeable battery in this. It will run off the mains, or you can put 4 AA batteries in there like so. Up the top you have your 3.5-inch headphone jack and your typical up and down volume buttons. So let's see how this thing plays. So there you go. This is, as I mentioned, this is by My Arcade. So they've got quite a range of these Micro Arcade cabinets. This one's Burgertime, but you've got ones such as Pac-Man, you've got Bad Dudes, and Gallagher and various others, some from the Data East collection. You've got some that have got a compilation of arcade games on them, and you've got a range of little handhelds that also contain the games as well. So price wise you're talking about $14.99 up to $29.99 depending on where you get it from. You can get it in most of the usual stockists, such as, if you're over in the UK, such as Game, Amazon, Funstock Retro, but in the States you can also get it from the My Arcade site directly. They don't ship to the UK, so you can't use that one over here. So I'm going to take the stick off because I prefer to play it like this. So the concept of the game is very simple. You are Peter Pepper, and you have to traverse your ladders and platforms to make the burgers whilst being chased by a range of sausages and fried eggs. Quite realistic, you would agree. So you have 5 peppers at your disposal, and if you shoot a pepper at the enemy, it will freeze it momentarily to enable you to escape, or if you freeze it whilst in the middle of a platform, say underneath one of your burgers, and you happen to knock the burger down while you're making up, you will squash the character so that it then respawns to the side, and of course you get bonus points. So originally 1983, and was on most of the 8-bit platforms back in the day. So I played this originally back on the Commodore 64 in 1983, but it was also on the Atari 2600. It's been on the NES, various other platforms like the Game Boy. There's been other iterations of it on things like the Nintendo Switch, and most recently they've released this version on the Evercade as part of the Data East collection cartridge. So you start the game as so. And you've got your jingle, of course. And quick tip for you, always start at the top, because if you start at the top it knocks everything down, and after you play it for a while they're They're quite predictable as to where they're going to go. Unfortunately, it doesn't always help you out just because they're predictable. Oh, trapped. There you go. Oh, you'll see every now and again a coffee and an ice cream appear. That does give you some pepper back if you run over them, as well as some bonus points, of course. And then you keep going basically until you've knocked all burger parts down at the bottom and made up your burgers. So a fun little game, and if catcher, that's it, you lose a life. You don't have to start again, you do continue where you left off. You don't gain any extra peppers by losing a life. Oh, wasted, he went up. And I got stuck on a ladder. So that's burger time. Alright, so just a little look there on the requested party Ford 20. And so I'll put a link in the description below as to where you can get it from. But quite a cool little device. Well, the size of it, comes in handy as a little display piece in any games room. Alright, so just a brief overview there. So if you like what you see, just click like and also subscribe, and I will see you next time.